Samity Samtastic here, bringing you another Guild Wars video, as well as another how-to. Um, 2-for-1 right here. So, I've been working off and on at getting the Legendary Survivor title, among other titles, as you can see. So, just to waste your time, I'm going to show it to you, because I care, and I bet you do too. So, I'm working my way through it, and the safest way to do so is by doing Kilroy Stonekin's Punch-Out Extravaganza, and I'm going to cut the volume down on that music a little bit because that's too loud. And if you didn't know, Kilroy Stonekin camps out here in Gunner's Hold in Eye of the North, up here in this region. So, what you do is you throw on your brass knuckles. In this case, I made mine Ebon. They do earth damage, and that seems to work pretty well on everybody except the stone wolves, because I guess they're resistant to earth damage, being stone wolves. And I'm pretty good at running through it as well. I've got a couple of scrolls here I keep forgetting to use, and for the one on 10 minutes, it takes me less than 10 minutes to get through the run, so you can activate that pretty much when you start. For the fail to kill a boss for 5 minutes, I'll point out where to do that, and fail to kill a foe for 30 seconds, I'll point out where to do that as well. And we'll go ahead and get this all fired up. The first thing that you'll notice when you get here is that your skill bar is different, and your energy and health are also different. These skills you can only use if you've got the brass knuckles equipped. Other weapons, they just don't work for whatever reason, so you gotta use those. And you got a block stance, which is short but helpful, and a little brawling jab, which I rarely ever use because using that will actually break the block if you're caught in that moment. Brawling straight right is really good. It interrupts actions. Brawling hook does a little bit of damage, and brawling uppercut will one-hit kill everybody but the bosses and the stone wolves, and brawling headbutt will cause knockdown, which is also very useful. And for those that didn't notice, I am running this in 720p, so the native resolution on this recording is going to be a little bit better quality. First thing I like to do over here is use that scroll, 10 minutes, and do the interrupt, and then follow up with my defense. And then Kilroy uses this skill called Kilroy Stonekin, and it makes all your stuff run faster. And again, I feel like the volume is a little too loud on here. So we'll chase after him. And there are 2 archers over here and 2 melee fighters. The archers will use broadhead arrow, which dazes you and takes away your ability to use this skill. So I like to take those guys out as quickly as possible. And that's easy enough. And it looks like they took out Kilroy already, because I was dorking around. And he gets back up as soon as the enemies are cleared from the area around him. When you come in here, there's an Eton on the left, 3 melee fighters, and an archer right here. The archer will run for you, the melee fighters will run away, so you can easily just run up and take him out. So you tried to cast broadhead arrow. And if Kilroy's paying attention, he'll attack this guy first. The best way to take out Etons is to just leave the skill up, and the only time you attack, do brawling straight right to interrupt him. And so every time he attacks at you, you just try to interrupt him, and you try to keep brawling block up. And then you don't take damage, and he gets annihilated. See? Easy. And Kilroy wasn't even attacked, so that was good times. And then you can just kind of take these guys out however you want. There aren't a lot of them, they're easy. And I like to save brawling uppercut for this next room. First thing I like to do is run in here and take out the Stone Summit Carver with brawling uppercut, because that will one-hit kill him. Pop! And then I like to come over and take out this other melee fighter. And if you do 4 and 3, that will kill most enemies, and doing 4, 3, and 2 will kill most of the others. As I said, I'm not very strong against stone wolves, and I think it's because I'm doing earth damage. But I don't know. So I'll just keep killing them. And then when you run over here, you don't want to use brawling uppercut. You want to use that on the archer that comes up right after in the next room. And I realized I'm not looking for the chest. This is one of the rooms where it sometimes says, nope, chest is right over there. I like to carry lockpicks and work on that title while I'm at it. So we'll come for this ranger, take him out, one shot, and then this guy often will try to broadhead arrow you immediately. Now he's gone, and if you just stay back a little bit, the archers won't come for you, and you can take out all these melee fighters in the safety of being out of range. And it looks like he's going to get killed. I'll let him get killed, so then he'll be at full health when we fight the remainder of these enemies over here. Because it fills him back up to full health when he dies and stands. Oh, great. I took that personally. So he got me dazed. And I don't really use that skill against archers. Mostly it's good against Ettins and the bosses. So it doesn't make me real mad or anything. In this room, this is where you would want to throw on at the beginning of that last room is probably where you do the fail to kill a boss for 5 minutes, because that's a boss right over there. And then right as you come into this room, it'd be the fail to kill the foe for 30 seconds would be a good one. Excuse me. As I said, I'm sick. And so as you take these guys out, they start coming for you. They just, if you watch on the map there, they start aggroing one at a time, and if you're lucky, then they'll get off of you, and they'll start attacking Kilroy in a moment here. And you can just start picking them off, and you know, you can use Brawling Uppercut, Brawling Headbutt. At one point, you want to start saving those skills, and I'll show you when, and also watch Kilroy's health, because you want him to have full health when you go into the boss fight. If the boss kills him, then the boss gains health, and that's really obnoxious. So I just sort of provide him a little bit of support, but eventually I like to let him get killed, and you can just kind of keep your eye on that. There are a few more enemies up there that you can see, and it looks like they're going to take him out, so I'm not too worried. There they go. Kilroy is down. I leveled up. Oh, something to be careful of. I have read that if you level up while knocked down, while you're trying to do stand up, it will actually prevent you from doing so. So if you're knocked down and Kilroy kills somebody and you level up, then you're screwed and you gotta map out. And otherwise you're gonna die, and that'll ruin your work towards the survivor title. So they're all gone, and Kilroy will run over here with you, and then you want to take these guys out as quickly as possible. And my favorite thing to do is knock him down and take out the Carver if you can, and then just keep interrupting him. And then it's better to use Brawling Uppercut while he's knocked down. It just works a little bit better, and I goofed that, but you're supposed to use Brawling Straight Right while he's standing up because it works better. And as you can see, I'm still running Adventurer's Insight. I'm still getting that benefit from XP. And then any skills that you have charged up here, it's going to be kind of useless because Kilroy likes to just take a long time talking. And yes, I have my voice language in German right now, just because it sounds neat. Sometimes I like to kite these guys over here a little bit. It's kind of hard to do. Eventually Kilroy runs over to join you, and it's a lot easier to take out the Ettin first. So use that same method on the Ettin. Oh, I goofed up. And just pummel him into submission. It looks like Kilroy's about to go down, and it's going to make it a little harder on me right there. But if I can take out that Ettin, then it won't be so bad. So they're Ettin gone. Fronus, if you want, you can actually kite Fronus away from Kilroy, and Kilroy will stand back up, and that way, if the shout's low, it will replenish the shout when it comes running back over. Kilroy Stonekin! Just as you saw there. And so, you just, at this point, it's home free. You just beat the crap out of Fronus Iron Toe, and after he's dead, a chest pops up, and you get some alcohol, which you can use to raise your drunkard title. I actually recently got to rank 1 drunkard, as you can see right there. So I'm happy about that, and that is how you run through without even getting knocked down once, because it's pretty easy to do after you've done it a couple times. Just make sure you let Kilroy get killed at the right times, and you understand the mechanics of that. So I will try to get videos up a little bit more regularly, and try to once again work towards having some interesting stuff that makes people actually want to watch my channel, and hopefully even subscribe, because that would be sweet. And there's a shameless self-promotion. But until next time, I suppose you will see me later.